re-record this because this is my third time trying to re-record this damn video. Third time's the charm, hopefully. So, first 2 times I realized I was out of frame completely because I tried to use back-facing camera aimed at a mirror to do this, so screw it, I'm abandoning that idea. We'll just do this front-facing, and anyway. So, we're gonna do a tutorial today on another way to do a white eye look, which, I mean, as far as I've seen, there haven't really been that many ways that I've really seen white eye makeup looks done. Like, obviously there's the very 1960s mod style look, which I do enjoy doing. I've also seen just color block, like a swipe of white, and they call it a day, and there's very few people who I feel like can actually make that look work. I've seen people do chunky white eyeliner, like graphic liner, and that's basically been about the extent of it, beyond people just spot using it as a highlighter. Yeah, I'm not doing any one of those today. So, you can use literally whatever you have on hand that'll work. I would suggest using a really nice pigmented white eyeshadow for this, but again, use what you got. So I'm gonna start out using an eyelash curler first and foremost before I do anything else. So just gonna go right in with that. My little cheapy one from Walgreens, nothing special. Okay, let's see. I should probably zoom this in a little if I can. Let's see. It will not let me zoom on front facing. Well, that sucks, so I guess I'll just scooch it up a little bit, not too far so it's in my way with the tripod. So anyway, got the lashes curled, a little bit anyway. I'm gonna redo the left side because that didn't really take. Okay. That's better. Okay. So I'm going to start off using an eyeshadow primer. I'm just using the one by Essence, the I Heart Color Intensifying Shadow Base. But again, use what you got. I'm just trying to use this up. It's pretty empty, but there's still a good amount of product in there. So, and go right at, see, there's like still plenty of product that comes out. Just kind of blend that around. I shouldn't be relying completely on the viewfinder for this. I should use my mirror. Yeah, definitely need to use the mirror. Alright, so that's one side. Do the other. Alright, so just kind of get that all over. Good amount anyway, because you want nice coverage. A nice opaque white shadow. So just blend it. Oh, got a loose eyelash. Okay. Blendy, blendy, blend. And that's about good, I think. So, we'll recap that guy. And then we're gonna start with our creaser shade, which I'm using one from the brand Ipsy, not Ipsy, it's got a T in it. And this is the shade Velveteen. It looks like this right here. And I'm just gonna load up my brush with this gray. It's not a very dark gray. I mean, if you want to go darker, you can, but I would suggest a lighter one actually for this, because you'll definitely still see the transition. Trust me. So just go up into that crease and a little bit on the brow bone, especially if you have hooded lids. It'll make that shadow actually pop. Okay. At first. Just don't worry about blending it out yet. We'll do that after we have it down. right now, I'm aware it looks like a freaking mess. It's supposed to, for now. So right now, yeah, it does not look like anything. So then you'll take a fluffy brush, wrong brush, that's the highlighter brush, and just kind of soft little teeny tiny circles. Hold it from lower on the barrel of the brush as you do it to keep the pressure light. That is the key here, keeping it light. You don't want to scrub off the color that you just laid down. You just want to soften and smoke it out. Yeah, just soft little circles as you do that. Because, I mean, yeah, you could just swipe back and forth and kind of windshield wiper it, but you're not going to get the same effect. You're just going to push the pigment around doing that. So I'm going to do the other side. Don't worry about precision. Because remember, we're going to be going over some of it with the white. In the crease and a little on the brow bone itself. That's not nearly enough. Again. Okay. Again, with your round, fluffy brush, little soft circles. Soften it out, smoke it out. Okay, so again, right now, does not look like much of anything, but now, gonna get that out of my way. So for the white, I'm using the BH Cosmetics Naughty Palette with the color Snow Day, because this is like a really nice, not only pigmented white, but it also has a little bit of iridescent shimmer, which I just think is a nice touch. You don't have to. That's what I'm doing. Okay, just gonna tap the excess back in there. And you're gonna want to stamp this on the lid rather than swipe. We're gonna go over it more than just the one time. Because we want really nice coverage. So it already is very brightened up, but we haven't even blended anything out yet, so. And don't worry if it gets into your lashes because you're going to put mascara down on anyway, so it'll be okay. Don't be afraid to go past the lid a little bit to just like the inner corner. Just highlight it that little bit because it lightens and brightens your lids to do so. So now we're going to do the other side. And you're going to want to reload your brush between each of these because you want plenty of product to make sure this stays really opaque and really bright. Okay. Like if you wanted to, sure you could stop at the one coat, but I like it really white and really bright when I do this. Okay, so right now we are looking like this. Still isn't looking that great yet. Hang in there. So we're going to get the blendy brush back out. Where did I put it? Oh, it's up here. It rolled. And now you're going to very, very, very lightly, in between where the two colors meet, do those same little soft smoky circles. And after you go over it once or twice, then if you would like to windshield wipe a little bit, then you can get away with it a little. But only if you want to, you don't have to do that step. Like I might tiniest bit. Just a little, just to kind of get them flowing into each other. And we are going to pop in a teensy bit more gray over that. But first, blending. And I dragged it down a little too far on that side. That's okay. We got makeup wipes for that. It'll be fine. So. We're up to here. We're not done. Not done. I just got like the basic generic kind, but it's makeup wipes, it don't matter. As long as they work, that's all I care about. Smell good anyway. Okay. Like this. Okay. I will preface this saying, I'm not doing the whole face of makeup, I'm just doing the eye look for this. But feel free to do as you wish with that. I'm going to just lightly clean off that excess bit of white on there. And we're going to go and dip back into the gray one more time, just a little though, just a little bit. Just to re-darken up some spots that may have lightened with the white, but we're not gonna like go crazy doing this part. Just get back in the crease there. fluffy brush again, just to really soften that transition. But again, you don't want to erase everything we just put down. Okay, so with that in mind, we're already up to here with it, but we're so not done yet. At this point, you might want to take a touch of highlighter, any color you like, any kind you like. I'm just using the really basic LA Colors highlight in Glow Time, just literally a dollar store find. It ain't bad. Because we're using white as like the main attraction here, you may not want to go really heavy-handed with your highlighter, otherwise it's going to overshadow the white that you just did here. But that's up to you. That's personal preference, of course. But I usually go very crazy with my highlighter, so it always is a little tricky for me to keep it light-handed and not go overboard. Like just a little bit of lightning going on there. Just a little. Especially really at the height of the brow bone. Match up the other side too. Okay. Something like that. Like I said, it's nothing crazy. It's just a little bit of highlight, but not enough to cancel out the white on the lids. So, from there, I'm actually going to take that opportunity to hit it with some setting spray before we do anything else. So I'm just using the Tarte Stay Spray setting spray. So we've got that. We'll give it a moment to just dry down a bit. Okay. So from there, I'm actually going to take some brow gel. You can do pencil, you can do gel, you can do whatever you want. If you're going to do your brows, you can skip the brows, whatever you'd like to do. But I am using the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus in number 3 for mine. Just so it looks more balanced, because especially going that bold with the brightness, you want to balance that with some darkness for the brows. So just going in, doing them however you choose to do them. So anyways, like it does make a difference, like one side to the other. I'm gonna just do the other real quick. Okay. I used to always neglect this stuff, and now that I've started doing it, now I see why you guys used to freak out at me for skipping it every time. I'm like, I've seen the light. I get it now. I understand. So, anyway, something like that. So, doesn't have to be anything fancy, doesn't have to be anything great, just something just to make them pop a little more. So, that in mind, from there, I'm going to go in with some liquid liner. This one's the Galactic Precise Liner Marker in Black Noir, although again, you can use pencil, you can use whatever you want, and sky's the limit on how you want to take this one. You can just tight line, you can do a thick chunky line, you can do a wing, you can do a cat eye, whatever the hell you want. It all works here, so it's just tricky trying to do it on camera, but I'm going to do my best. Let's just be careful with that. Well, that was fast. Already screwed that up, so we're kind of locked into doing a chunky line now. But that's okay. Alright, so we can make it work. Anyway. It's fixable. I'm not sure if I want to do a wing or not. I don't know if I want to pull it down a little on the lower bit. Every time I've tried that with this pen, it has backfired, so I'm not sure that I want to do that. So I may just get down against the lash line, get all up in there. Just do a little itty bitty bit of a wing. If I can even just make it match out well on the other side, I will call it a day. Of course, I am assuming most of you can do eyeliner better than I can, so it'll probably look better on you than it is on me. But it makes all the difference in the world in making that pop. Like, looking at the one side versus the other, look how much bigger that eye looks versus the other. It's insane, right? Like, it literally makes all the difference. So, just gonna switch hands. This is my non-dominant hand, so be prepared for me to probably screw up. Okay. If I can do this without dropping anything, it'll be amazing. Well, again, locked myself into that one. Okay.
I didn't give her the last one. You did. If I had given her the last one, I would have taken the others out of freezer. You just bag out where I was freezer.
Yeah, taking it out. It's right.
Okay. That's nuts. There's something on my lip this whole time.
Come on.
It's my birthday. I don't have to.
I'm gonna try and switch hands because that is so not working. Oh my god. It would also help if I could keep that eye from fluttering, but trying to do that and hold the mirror and do this and not screw it up, it's like, good luck. Ignore him. Closer than I thought I was going to get the two sides, but let's see if I can salvage that little messy bit there. Can I do it? I might need to try and do it on here for that. Let's see.
She's trying to tape, dear. Stop it.
What?
She's trying to tape. Shut up. Stop it.
I think I may have saved it. Close enough anyway. Let's see. Hold on. Well, it's got a little bit of a smudge, but from a distance it's not that obvious. But I mean, you could totally go over that if you went in with the white shadow With the white shadow, you could probably cover that up, but honestly, I have hooded lids. It kind of masks it anyway, so for me, I'm just gonna leave it. Hold on. We'll see if it's quieter now. So anyway, you may run into, especially if you're using liquid liner over the white powder kind of shadow, is that the white may start to bleed through the ink. You may need to keep topping it up, but I mean, other than that, it shouldn't give too much issue. I haven't tried this with pencil, so I can't speak to how that one works with it, but for this, it does work pretty well. So, I'm just going to stop there with it. Stop while I'm ahead, because I'm like, it's close enough to even. For me, that's closer than we usually get. And now I'm just going to go in with some mascara. I'm using the Merit Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara. Again, whatever you want to use. I would just recommend sticking with black for this though, because again, the contrast is really what you're looking for this look. There's like the black and white contrast and like some shades gray, gradient in there, like a very grayscale kind of a look. So just go on in with your mascara and do your thing like you normally would. Like this one's a pretty good everyday type of mascara. But yeah. Because it's thin enough to where it works as a daytime one, but at the same time, it is good enough to work for nighttime too. But I mean, again, use whatever you've got, whatever you'd like, because as you can see, even just that little bit of difference, it's not even like a super voluminous one, but it does do a lot to open the eyes more, which is the whole point of this look, especially for somebody with hooded lids. So, let's just reload up the wand and do the other side. This is always the trickier side, not only for being the non-dominant side, but also the side that naturally wants to stay straighter, so I try to like give it longer holding it up so it can kind of like really set in there, help push it up more. You know the drill. And since this is a fairly non-clumpy formula, this actually does work pretty well. Make sure you get the outer lashes all the way over. So if you stop at just the uppers, it already looks like that, which is pretty good. I'm gonna go big or go home with it. I'm gonna do the lowers too, to like really play up the whole doe-eyed look thing. Trying to clump bust on that edge, but it's not really working that well. But that's okay, but like, it does make a huge difference. We're just gonna match up the other side. it totally does. In fact, I'm using the little reflector just to really show, because I don't have the best lighting right here, but it does make a difference. I think it looks great. So that is one more way to use up your white shadows, because I know for the longest time I would always notice that there would be these white shades in these palettes, and I'd be like, but nobody just wears white shadow. Why do they have that there, like, in that amount? That's why, because in addition to being a highlighter, you can do stuff like this, as well as the other aforementioned looks, or any other damn thing you want to do with it. So there's no rules, but I just wanted to throw it out there that in case you hadn't thought of, like, blending it into a sort of a grayscale, like, monochromatic look, try that, because honestly, I think it's like a very classic look. I think it looks real good. So try it out, let me know how it works for you.